Hi everyone, I'm
Hello.
Sarah,
I'm Adrian.
and we are the Homesteads. Actually, no, we're the Moors.
We are the Homesteads. How many homesteads do we have?
Well, we're the Moors, building a homestead.
Yes.
Therefore, we called it the Homestead, right?
Yes, I guess that's how the name came about.
So, in any event, hope you guys are all doing well. It is 4th of July weekend, or the weekend before.
Yes.
Um,
First year we will not have fireworks.
yeah, kind of a weird transition.
Although I don't mind not burning money.
I'm happy about not burning money.
I'll be happy to watch everybody else.
They don't even have one fireworks stand out here, so it's kind
That's kind of
weird.
That's
We're
really
used to those popping up and all the excitement, and so a little odd, but that's okay.
Yep.
I'm good without spending the money that way, so
Yep.
all is well. So in any event, we've had a lot of friends and family and friends of our family ask about why Arizona, why are we doing this, what in the world made us decide to do this.
Yep.
Especially coming from city life. We were born and raised in city life. Why would we do this? So we're here today, wanted to tell you all about it, and that's kind of where we're at. So First question, why Arizona? You want to start there?
She chose Arizona.
I did.
Many of our friends thought that we were going to end up in some other places that we had envisioned. I really wanted to go to Idaho. I just think that's just such a beautiful country out there. I wanted to be surrounded by green. I wanted to live off the beaten path, so to speak. But Idaho was transformed into Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah, and then my parents called us one night when we were looking at property and said, why are you not looking at northern Arizona? And they dropped us a couple places.
Yep.
And that's how it started. We decided that, we hadn't been to any of the other places for whatever reason yet. We wanted to move there, or he wanted to move there, not necessarily me. But in any event,
She thought it was too much snow. So.
Yeah, lots of snow. I'm not a snow bunny at all. So we went out to go see the property. Four different properties, 2 each time.
Yeah.
The first trip, fell absolutely in love with one, but there was absolutely no way we were going to be able to get materials and the fifth wheel and everything else up there.
The road just wasn't maintained. It was very, very, very rough. It just wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, so then we found the next 2 properties. One was way in the back. Gosh, I think it was well over 15 miles on dirt road. Maybe 20. Yeah, maybe 20. And then the other one, which was on the side of a mountain, was only about 9 miles back, and that's where we ended up landing.
Yeah.
So loved the property, even though the first time we went on it, I think we barely hit the bottom of it. But it was fun. We found certain areas we liked, and that was just kind of it. Another reason why we picked Arizona was because we have certain values and things that we wanted to make sure. One is staying close to family. We are both from Southern Cal. Families there, many levels of family. We have friends there, so we didn't really want to leave that. My parents are there. They're getting older, unfortunately, so medical emergencies or whatever, we want to make sure.
Older. We get older. We get wiser.
Right? No. Well, we have any kind of medical emergencies. If we need to get down there, we still can within a reasonable amount of time. It's not even half a day's drive to get there, and we'd be good. So
like 6 hours or something.
Yeah, 6.5, something like that. So it's still attainable, still functional. In the event of emergency or a problem, we can easily get there.
Right.
The other reasons we went to Arizona were, of course, our rights as Americans and more family
We're talking
friendly.
about those freedom sticks. You gentlemen know what I'm talking about? Okay. We make freedom ring on the mountain.
Yes,
Our
you
homestead. Listen, I'm gonna call it homestead. Sometimes I might call it mountain. I don't know. It just might whatever's I'm feeling in that day. But it's a homestead. It's our homestead.
Do. You also call it ranch.
Okay, I will never call it a ranch again. I'm so sorry. It's not a ranch at all.
But in any event, yeah, so some of those are the reasons why we chose Arizona. We want to be able to still participate in family events and functions, and being close enough that we could get there, but far enough that, you know, we can have our own traditions is absolutely amazing. So, yeah, that's kind of why Arizona and how Arizona.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The other part of all of this fun stuff is, did it all go the way we wanted it to? No. Not at all. Nowhere near. We wanted to do the transition in the summer, get out here, get acclimated, get the kids registered, so on and so forth. None of that happened. Absolutely not one. The kids, we have 2 girls. I probably didn't say that. One's going into high school this year, one's going into junior high. And, you know, they had a tough year last year. And unfortunately, circumstances just forced us to make this transition much quicker.
Yes, we did.
So, you know, we pretty much had to cut bait, leave, and head out as soon as we could and deal with whatever happened ahead of us, and knew that God would take care of us along the way, and that's just how it happened.
A great saying that we heard a couple years back, and it's just been sticking with us ever since, is you know, we just got to let go and let God, and that was kind of what happened in this transition. So it worked out well for us.
Absolutely. You know, once we got out here, it didn't stop with the unplanned process situations. First, we get out here, everything started kind of smoothly. We got our side-by-side. We had got things going on the tractor, went up to the property, and we got stuck in mud. Then, of course, realized it's still snowing time out here. Winter lasts till, gosh, almost May, I think it was this year.
Yeah.
So we finally get up towards the property on the side-by-side, and then the side-by-side decides to break down. Well, we lost the key too. So we lost the key on our property. Well, no, we were on state trust land. I don't even think we made it. Who knows where it is? We don't know where it is.
It's somewhere between our property and state trust land, so it's in the wilderness.
So still haven't found that, but you know, thing is we had a second, but it broke down, so it went to the shop. We got it back, did a couple projects, and now it is back at the shop.
Back in the shop.
So hopefully this time will
It'll be the last time. Otherwise,
last.
I might have to sell that piece beforehand. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe it could be user error. I don't know, but I doubt this particular one was my fault. So clutch, I think, has to be rebuilt. So that's not necessarily my fault, and I was not driving.
Thanks, babe.
I'm just saying.
So we didn't have a road. Couldn't access the property.
Right. We met a great neighbor who was having some tough times getting some work done on their property, and so they, you know, on Facebook offered to do some dozer work for some of his neighbors, and we were one of them, and so we hired him to come and work on our road, and it's been very awesome, and everything got done that we wanted. So yeah, everything is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah. So we have 3 building pads, couple fun future projects. We've got our garage. That's actually what we're going to be living in our 5th wheel while we build the house.
Yes.
So that's upcoming. We got to get our solar done.
Yes, and we have everything for the solar. It's sitting in the trailer on the property, you know, just basically waiting for us to put it together. Which we have many videos that are in the lineup. I know that this video is coming out a week later than normal, maybe the new normal, I guess, because we're still really new to this. But we're gonna try not to miss any more weeks.
I didn't realize so many people look forward to our movies, our videos,
our movies.
What did we call these? Or shorts?
Oh, these are my shorts.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Thanks.
I gotta stop with the dad jokes, I really do. Okay, it's been a true blessing that you guys have been wanting to see what we're doing out there. We're fumbling around with stuff up there, you know. Being from Southern California, Rancho Cucamonga. Rancho Cucamonga. I'm so sorry. I got really sorry. I couldn't help it. Anyway, being from that area, I didn't grow up, doing any of this stuff. So this is all new to me. But I've always loved being outdoors. I always like working with my hands. Now, that's not what I do for a living. I mean, I work with my hands for a living. I'm a graphic designer and I love to draw. But never, doing like any kind of like farming and building and stuff like that. But I do enjoy that kind of stuff. So this is like a dream country for me.
That's why my dad can make fun of you with the level. We are.
I do know how to use level, you guys. Very rookie mistake. I forgot that people were watching me and I was recording that and I couldn't delete it. So, but I'm pretty sure there will be many more of those moments. I'm almost positive. Just be gentle in the comments.
But please make them. I'd love to hear all your fun experiences or questions or anything or like
even,
that.
Yeah, ideas and maybe something that we didn't even think about. Leave them down in the comment sections. So that way we can, it'll help us get to where we want to go by knowing what you guys think and any ideas you guys may have. So
yeah, for sure. What is the one thing you're looking forward to putting on the property?
What is the one thing I'm looking forward to putting on the property?
Like fun thing, not functional.
Not functional, huh? I don't really have anything that I'm looking forward to putting on the property. I mean, like everything that I want.
Your gun range?
Oh snap! I totally forgot about that. Adrian, such a rookie mistake. See, we're gonna have many of those. We do plan on putting in a freedom stick range. And an archery range. Our family, we really enjoy archery.
I am the reigning champion, just so you know.
It's mostly the bow.
Not at all.
It's the bow. We've had this conversation so many times, and yet she still doesn't understand that it is the bow.
Reality will hit you at some point.
Sure thing. Okay. Anyway, we do want to put that out there because that was one of the reasons why we chose Arizona, is to still be able to enjoy those rights that we have as American and just as people. I mean, like nobody really should be telling anybody what they can and cannot have and or use. You may see in our videos that I do carry. I think a lot of people don't understand that being out where we are, we have wildlife, and sometimes we have the occasional, well, that's wildlife, but no, the other kind of individual that might be wandering on the property wanting to take things that don't necessarily belong to them. So yeah, and many of the times that I'm out there, especially right now, I'm alone. So to have that little bit of backup. Now my dogs are trained guard dogs for the most part, especially Zulu, the brown one. So I'm not really worried about them not being able to chase anything off, but there are some situations where a freedom stick may do a lot more talking. Just don't make him mad. Don't make him mad.
Oh gosh.
Hey, listen, okay? I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
That's true. I get it.
So, yeah. What about you?
Mine's probably more functional. I'm looking forward to the garden. I'm looking forward to my chickens. I'm really hoping he'll let me get a duck. I'd love to get Ugly back.
I would also like to put a pond. So she can get a duck. She just has to understand that I might have to shoot that duck.
No, the duck can't be shot.
It might be dinner.
No, he's gonna be our pet. It's gonna be Ugly the duck. I gotta have another Ugly. I had a duck Ugly when I was a kid, and Ugly got eaten by a bird. And so I'd like to have another
and
Ugly
this
back.
Ugly will be eaten by Dad.
No. In any event, I look forward to that, and of course the one ultimate thing I cannot wait for is to be able to cook Christmas dinner in my new kitchen.
Yes.
So, Dad officially...
She's a very good cook, so yes, very, very good.
Dad, officially, this is your welcome for Christmas once the house is built. And we have a date to make cinnamon rolls. prime rib, cheesy potatoes.
Oh, if you guys have
And-
never had cheesy potatoes, it changed my life, seriously.
And any of our friends and family that want to join, that will be our first Christmas. I can't wait, and it will be a lot of fun.
Yep.
But those are the things I'm looking forward to. I'd like to bring those traditions to our home,
Yes.
and I think it'd be a lot of fun. Oh, there's one other thing I forgot to say what we want to do. The goal of the homestead was so that we could have homes for our children on the property.
Yes, for our girls. We want them to be able to come home after they've, decided to go off and go to college or whatever it is they're going to do. If they decided they wanted to come back home, that they would have a place on the property that they would be able to call their own as well. I believe in generational wealth, and I think that having a family homestead would definitely be a step in the right direction, in my opinion, as to make sure that you leave something for your children when you go. Sometimes money doesn't last as long, but the land, that'll last a lifetime. And the things that they'll learn on the land or from the land will last a lifetime, and their kids and their kids and their kids. And hopefully this piece of property will be around for a long time. Homestead will be legacy almost. That would be
Well, it's big enough, I think we could. So
yes.
It's 40 acres, so we have plenty of opportunity of land. Yes, it is on a hill, but
There are some really nice plateaus that are flat.
Yeah.
But you got to climb a little bit to get there. But man, some of the most beautiful views. Who knew Arizona was this gorgeous? I'm telling you. I mean, I love it up here. I really do. The air's a little dry. That takes some getting used to, but absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you guys are ever thinking about moving and considering Arizona, I mean, take a pass through northern Arizona. You might enjoy it. You might be like, hey, like this.
right. Well, in any event, this is.
Now, hold on. She wants to close it already, but I think that we did film some of the stuff leading up to us getting to Arizona. So we would like to include some of that into the video. Sorry about that. So we do have video of everything leading up to moving out of our home, which we're going to greatly miss. We made a lot of great friends out that way, family friends. But we did make some video that we would like to include in this, which I think we should have added in our first video, or that should have been our first video. But we're still kind of new to this. We didn't think that anybody would want to see any of that stuff, so we didn't really include it. So we'll add that to this video, or to the end of this video, so that you guys can see what that was like for us. Some of it probably is really comedic. I don't know. Maybe I'll put some, or allow there to be a voice over instead of music or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But yeah, we didn't know what the heck we were doing. We still don't know what the heck we're doing. I feel like I'm kind of rambling right now. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for supporting us.
Yep.
And watching our videos. It means a lot to me and my family. I mean, this is truly a dream come true for both of us, like I've said. So
Yeah. One thing I'm gonna start adding: like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you again.
So one last look, a walkthrough of our home before the new buyer takes the house. Still a little messy. This house didn't look anything like this when we moved in. What we used to call the movie room. used to spend most of our family times when my girls were little. My youngest daughter's room. My oldest daughter's room. Can't talk. And our boudoir, which I'll be so excited to have a room that's a little bit bigger. We put that shelving in, which took forever to find all the parts. And then one last look at this pool that we had built for my wife and kids that did not spend very much time in. We only have had it technically for 3 years now. Actually, we're going into our 4th summer with it, or was going. And everything you see back here, we planted ourselves. And this was my office where I did all my artwork and ran my little drawing business, which someone locked the door, which I'm not exactly sure why they would do that. Yeah, we did the key. Sarah and I finished this room. Tough shit built it, but we finished it. My desk used to be right here. Sarah's desk used to be right there. And then the waterfall, I'll just add some video to so you guys can see what that used to look like, but a lot of fun. Yes, you can jump off of this. This was designed for kids and parents to be able to go. It's all solid concrete reinforced, natural stone. That is not artificial, real stones. It's a little grotto. This is how you can climb up any part of it, but this is the part that they actually made so that you can climb up and get up there. My mother-in-law and myself planted these 2 trees from Costco, and they were only about 6 feet tall. They were little twigs, and that was about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. And now that house I think has a peak of 32 feet, and as you can see, they're towering way above that now. Huge, huge trees. This is where our RV used to go. So, yep, a lot of fun. All coming to an end. We weren't a big fan of our realtor group. I don't think they had our best interests at heart. I actually think that they were pretty slimy, to be honest with you. But it's over now. And on to the next phase, and hopefully we can get our house built in the next few years, and it comes out as nice as this one did and holds up as well as this one has. So, on to Arizona.
Hi everyone. Well, we are stuck in the mud on our first trip up, and now we're gonna unhook from the trailer and hope that the side-by-side will pull the truck out of the mud. This is what we have going on.
Okay, finally made it to our last mile marker. I'm so stupid. The property marker right there.
The northeast point of the property. We've made it to 2 today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll hit the other 2 on the back side, which will be the west side. But for today, the goal is the goal for today was to try and figure out the east side and see if we could figure out where we could put a road so that we could get from the main road all the way up to our property and be able to talk to the Arizona state land to help us make that happen.
Because there is absolutely no way we were getting our travel trailer up this way. We weren't even able to get our side-by-side up here because it was so densely forest. I should have brought a chainsaw. Well, I remember that for next time. But yeah, this is the property. This is the property. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Watch out, watch out.
So you're the same one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I don't think so.
This is for the YouTube channel.
Absolutely.